Hello, Henshin heroes. And first off, I lied. The Metal Down wasn't having technical issues. He had to go to the bathroom.
Exactly.
That's a
Laugh.
legitimate excuse. Hi, I'm Nathan Marchand, aka the TsuBro.
I'm Jake, aka the Metal Don.
And it looks like this is going to be our new habit going forward for a while because we got another double header on our hands here.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so we have another Ultraman Omega to talk about, and we're going to do another live reaction to Kamen Rider ZEZTZ. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Zest, which makes me think of soap.
I think the middle Z is silent, so it's just
Zets.
Yeah.
Why is there another Z? Whatever. And also, apparently, the correct spelling is all caps.
Well, yeah, it's more badass,
I guess. Anyway, our first item of business will be, because we got to get this done by 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
So our first item of business is episode 10. We've hit double digits, dude. We're double digits deep into Ultraman Omega.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah. So this was an interesting one. So it was episode 10, a close-up of the two. Or, yeah, I realize I can't actually give the Japanese titles because they're on the Ultraman wiki. And it's what we do on Henshin Power V3. Michaku Futari no Sugao. I hope I said that correctly. So the official synopsis on the Ultra Wiki is Sarato and Kosei have been asked for a close-up exclusive. Reporter Maki is determined to get a proper close-up of the two. I think somebody needed to translate this a little bit better. But her enthusiasm throws them off. After a kaiju that appeared in a hot spring town slips through their fingers, the two friends get in a big fight. So we have this Lois Lane type who is chasing, kind of chasing after them, but not really. And her journalistic sleuthing is uncovering things, or at least we think it will uncover things. It doesn't really.
I wouldn't go as far as to say Lois Lane. If it was Lois Lane, she would have found out he's Omega.
She would have, but well, then again, Lois never figured out Clark was Superman. It was right under her nose.
Well, she did in the second movie, but he turned back time.
Yeah, well, or something. He did something to muck it up. But I'm just saying, like, if you look at the history of Superbad, she never figures it out almost ever. Except now they're trying to remedy that. Now they're trying to make it so that she does just figure it out. But
no, in Superman Returns, she finds out too. Well, she already knew that he was Superman.
I think it's because he told her. I want to say it's been a hot minute since I've watched Superman Returns.
Well, they had sex.
So. Well, that he told her before that, but yeah, we're not here to talk about how super sex works because that goes to some weird places and I think involves rubber kryptonite. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, so it's an interesting dynamic. The thing is the episode I do think is more preoccupied with the conflict that this causes between Sarato and Kosei.
Yeah.
And the reporter girl is there to be the reason why they're bickering with each other.
Right.
Because by the end of the episode, spoiler warning, she turns into a frickin' fangirl.
Who wouldn't?
Like her entire demeanor and wardrobe and everything just completely changes. She's not being professional at all. She's a full tilt fangirl, and it was strange. The wacky thing is, this is not the first time this has happened.
I believe it.
I can think of at least one instant where this happened. it was actually a member of their what was it? It was Storage in Ultraman Z, where one of this very kind of woman on the team falls in love with the Ultraman.
Yeah.
I'm like, how you gonna make that work, Missy? That's gonna get weird really fast. Although there is a legitimate romance in Ultraman Tiga.
Really?
Yeah, because the Daigo, who's the Ultra host in that, falls in love with one of his female teammates, and they develop a relationship over the course of the series.
Interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's what we have going on here. I'm amazed she didn't figure it out. I am truly amazed. I really thought that this was going to be how the secret gets outed. At least to IU.
Yeah. He was going to tell her, Maki, and he was like, we hadn't even told IU yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, we will when the time's right. And I just looked at the screen. I said, episode 11 is the right time.
Yeah, at this rate, it better be episode 11. By the way, our guest actress for Maki is, I hope I say this right, Seira Nagashima. So we got that going on. Again, I don't know how she doesn't she was very close to figuring it out. But because this is TV, people ignore the obvious.
I thought she did figure it out for a minute.
I did too. But I've seen this kind of a story before, and like I said, nobody makes the obvious connections.
Yeah, it's just a trope that I'm not too big of a fan with.
Yeah, you can only do it so much.
Mm-hmm.
I actually would have been really fascinated if they had subverted the trope and actually had her figure it out or coax them into admitting it.
Yeah.
Because I think that would have created some interesting tension.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or it could be a case of maybe she figures it out, but then her camera gets destroyed. So even if she told people, no one would believe her because she has no evidence.
Right. Or she just felt like she needed to keep it a secret. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, what did you think of Serato and Kosei bickering with each other the entire episode over this? Because that's the main conflict in the episode.
I thought it was funny in a way. It suited them. Especially Kosei.
Yeah, Kosei's pretty high strung. I think we can agree here. He's
Mm-hmm.
a very nervous guy.
I love it whenever they were drinking the milk and they started racing. Serato did win. He finished first. But whenever he told Maki to tell Serato that he was making curry.
Yeah.
Serato said, tell him I'm excited.
I laughed out loud at that because I did think that was funny. Because let's be honest. We've all done stuff like that.
I did it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm just saying we've all done stuff like that where it's well, you know what? Even though the other person's right there, is like, you know what? Tell him I'm doing this tonight, and then walk away. And then the other guy was like, well, you tell him I don't care. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we should start doing that with Chris the Sentai Guy because he never comes on the episodes anymore.
Lame.
He's like, I'm not gonna make it. Well, whatever. Well, you know what? We don't care or something. It's just to mess with him. But that was the bit that made me laugh out loud.
Mm-hmm.
However, I gotta say, our reporter lady loses a little bit of her credibility because she falls for the oldest trick in the book. Look over there.
What?
Comes back, he's gone. Like, lady, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as he said, look, I was like, I know what he's doing.
Yeah, I did too. Now, to get back to the conflict here, Ayu's not in this episode very much, other than having a little bit of communication with Maki.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a bit of a tried and true, secret identity conflict. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't care about the secret identity or wants to reveal it for whatever reason, and somebody else is like, no, you can't do that because XYZ. And that's where all the bickering comes from. It's a bit of an old trope. It's a tried and true trope. I'm trying not to be harsh. I wanted to say cynical, but cynical is not the right word. I'm trying not to be harsh with this, but I'm just like, I've read enough comic books and watched enough superhero movies and TV to know that, yeah, this is a thing.
Right. Yeah, it's in everything.
Yeah. It's one of those, I was having one of those moments where I was thinking to myself, yes, this is still entertaining. I don't want to besmirch the episode too much. This was still entertaining, but I'm also feeling like, is playing it safe the right way to put it?
You could say that.
Because it started off very strong with those, with them not knowing who he didn't have his memory. And then the really standout episode 5 with the snake monster.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like as it's been going on, it's just been doing tried and true superhero stories.
Right. I wish they would get back into the amnesia a little bit.
And I thought they were going to do that this episode, but they don't quite do it.
Yeah. Hopefully by episode 12, they will. I don't think they will next week.
Yeah. 12 is, depending on how you want to look at it, either 12 or 13 is going to be the midpoint of the season, because this is 25. I would like something to shake things up by then.
Right. And like, I'd hope by episode 15 they could go back into space, or something come from space.
Yeah. Yeah. Which does remind me, we should talk about our monster of the week.
Pseudo Godzilla.
Yeah, Pseudo. When I was watching it, I'm like, is it Gomez? I thought for a hot second it might be Gomez, but then I'm like, no, it's not Gomez. I do recognize him, but I wasn't sure where I'd seen him. It's a fantastic design, I have to say.
It is.
But what is it? Damaga? That's his.
Yeah.
Is it Damaga or Damagi? Damaga. Yeah, it's Damaga. Interestingly, they don't tell us. They don't do the little title card telling us his name until the end of the episode.
Yeah, Serato tells us.
Yeah, when Serato says, "Oh, I finally remembered who he is," because I kept waiting the entire time. I was like, "This thing. I know this thing's appeared before. What is its name?" Because I couldn't remember its name. Unfortunately, as much as I love Ultraman, I don't quite have the encyclopedic knowledge of every monster ever.
It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't expect you to.
Well, yeah, because that's what your job is for, because you're the Metal Don.
Right.
Yeah. Now, so Damaga, like I said, I had recognized him before. I thought he was. I'm going to put him up on the screen here for everybody. I thought for a hot minute. Well, let's see. I'm going to try have a little fun here. See what happens. Is that the one that's selected? Yeah. Okay. Oh, whoa, that looks goofy. That's even dumber. That's even worse. Not what I wanted. Definitely not what I wanted. Certainly not what I wanted. I was hoping that I could put us into the picture. That's what I was trying to do. But excuse me. But I thought He was a Heisei monster I was thinking he looks like somebody who could have shown up during Tiga Dyna Gaia, maybe the early 2000s. Looked into it. He's originally from Ultraman X. And he was in the first episode, which I have seen the first episode of Ultraman X, and that's why I recognized him. But that's not the only place he's appeared. He's also in the Ultraman X movie, which I've also seen. And let me see what else. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Yeah, he was. Yeah, X, Orb, Ultra Fight Orb, Rube, Taiga. He was in Z, so I'd seen him there. It might have been the first place I saw him, to be honest. No, I watched this before I saw Z. So Ultraman Z, he was in Blazar and Arc. So he's been a popular one with the newer shows, and he was in Taiga. So basically, with Rube, like, he's been making a very consistent appearances, actually, since X. He was in X, he was in Orb, because I think that was the one that was right after that. And then he skipped a couple, and then he was in Rube, Taiga, and Z. Those were all consecutive. Then he wasn't in Trigger or Decker, those remakes, and then he was in Blazar, Arc, and Omega. So he has been very consistently appearing over the last decade. Although he's looked a lot different in some of his previous appearances, because he's had apparently some power-up modes. Are you seeing all this?
What was your question?
I said, are you seeing all this? I just want to make sure you're still hearing me.
Yeah.
Somebody is about to have a bad day in this picture.
Yeah. So it looks like.
Yeah. Look at this. This is wild.
No, that looks cool.
Yeah. It's such a good design. Like, every time, like, I will admit there's a few angles where I don't think he looks less impressive. Like this straight on angle, he doesn't look that good. But here's a GIF from one of his appearances. Look at that.
Yeah, and I think it's a great design.
Yeah, and I remembered the bit with him shooting fireballs up in the air and bringing them down. Yeah, that is very Godzilla. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is very Godzilla. Yeah, now I think we're getting into just all the different pictures with his powers and abilities there, but yeah, I'd buy a toy of this guy.
Me too.
For sure. But you know what else we got this week?
What?
We got Reckiness. He came back for the first time in a little bit.
And it made sense.
Yeah. No, it was nice to see. He did make the most sense. His telekinesis came in very handy, keeping the meteorite-looking fireballs from landing on things.
Yeah.
And I did like that he was too hot to handle, quite literally.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Every time Omega would grab him, he just go, ah.
Yeah, it's like hot potato. Although the fact that he can basically burrow into the ground because he's that hot with his flame breath sort of a thing, I'm just like, that's a little horrifying.
Yeah.
It's a little horrifying. And then Omega does the little hot foot dance. It's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's pretty funny.
And then he tried to get Trigeron to go after him. He's like, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, are you crazy? I'm not going in there. That way. What I love about all that is that it's all body language.
Mm-hmm.
It's a testament to how suit acting is real acting. They're using body language to do everything there.
Yeah.
Now, which actually reminds me, when Omega sees Maki with her camera and he's pointing at her, what do you think he's trying to say there?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out. I couldn't quite get it.
Because I'm not sure it wasn't like I couldn't tell if he was chiding her. Is like, what are you doing with the camera? Or like, what are you doing? Or watch this? Or I couldn't tell.
Yeah, me either.
It made for a great image because that was, if you watch the credits, that's the image that they end on during the credits, because that's how the credits work. It's a series of clips from the episode, and then they'll end on a really interesting image at the end. Mm-hmm. And that's how the one that they ended on. So it's a really cool still. Just not 100% sure what he's saying.
Right.
So yeah. Let me see. We got, Edwin is flooding the comments right now.
As usual.
Yeah, as usual. So if you have anything else to add about the episode, I'm just going to start flashing up these comments and we'll talk about them real quick. And then we got to get ready to watch ZEZTZ or whatever his name is supposed to be. Let me see. Way too honest. Well, I'm expecting the Ultraman version of the ET scene. You're killing him. Oh boy. Just know no one do a background check, look things up or anything. It's like Scream 6. Don't ask how no one's checking a family tree for the whole cousin excuse. Mm-hmm. I've not seen Scream 6, so I'm assuming you have, so you would be able to comment on that better than me.
Of course I have.
Found out footage episode. Found out footage. Oh, wait, where is it? Where is it? Wait, what? There we go. It's like, I need my sound effects. Where are my sound effects? I'm still getting used to this new board. Wait, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Still don't know. All right. They also made everyone know his identity and ended it. Because of course they did. It ends up in... Oh, what? Is that January? Or John? It ends in John, Jordan, etc. Oh, okay. It took me a second. I was trying to say the show ended in January. Like, yeah, I know it does. When they usually end. Kosei needs a battlenizer. I was like, is he talking about Ultraman or Power Rangers? For a second, I had to think. Battlenizer. So he doesn't need to carry them around with him. Less questions. Handle it Ultra Galaxy / Pokemon style. Maybe Omega has an evil sibling or something, or someone annoying. Like, it's, we've already talked about, let me see, Grande from Ultra Galaxy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Here's the thing. We've already talked about what the solution is, and it's what we thought was going to happen from the get-go. Give Trigeron to Ayu.
Yeah.
This is an easy problem to solve.
It should happen.
I want it to happen. It would just make so much more sense, and it would make things easier. And then we could have all three of them join forces, which might be why they're waiting. They probably want to save it for a big moment. It'll probably factor into the finale, I'm guessing.
Right.
So, yeah.
We'll see.
Well, wait. Before we move on to ZEZTZ, let me see. What's our next episode? Because we do have a regular episode next week. I wasn't sure we would be. I am anticipating that next week's episode might, I don't know if it'll go back to space, but I think it might start getting back to the amnesia thing, because it's called Grime, however you're supposed to say it, Returns.
Mm-hmm.
And it says here on the Ultra Wiki, left behind from the latest kaiju fight and frustrated by the news that Omega isn't getting public support, Kosei rushes out when he hears that Grime has appeared again. Meanwhile, Ayumu who has joined forces with the Kazuyasu Taira of the NDF, begins a plan to capture Grime, whatever. But the situation takes on an unexpected turn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, dun, 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 indeed. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Because I'm hoping we delve into some things, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. It is about time. All righty. It's time to get ready to watch Case 2 explode.
I cannot wait.
For Kamen Rider ZEZTZ. That is actually the episode title. It is titled Explode. All righty. So, like I said, we will be doing a live reaction to this. I will not be showing it on stream for obvious reasons. We don't need Toei saying no way. But we are down to the last 3 minutes. I'm assuming that this is how things are going to be with Tokusatsu. I still am not the biggest fan of this setup. I don't understand why they can't do like what Tsuburaya used to do, which is leave the episode up as a regular on-demand video for 2 weeks and then take it down. With this, it's like it just starts playing on repeat at 10:30 on Saturday and just goes for the rest of the weekend. It's a really strange setup.
It is, especially when you don't know, when it's started and when it's ending. So you'll get into it in the middle of the episode. But yeah, I went ahead and I screen recorded it. So
smart move, probably. I'm assuming that we could see this get some sort of on-demand release, if not a physical release.
I hope we get physical.
I do too, because physical media is superior. Just like cash is king. I'm really hoping, like I said, that I'm really hoping that this experiment pays off. I still think it's like Toei is learning, but they're still not willing to be as generous as Tsuburaya is.
Yeah, I do like how they don't put the commercials in it, though.
That is nice. That is nice. Although I will admit, watching the Japanese commercials on the Omega episodes or all of these Ultraman simulcasts is charming.
It is. I like it during the premiere, but then after that, I just skip it.
Yeah, I can understand. We got 1 minute to go. I see the chat is going crazy. One thing I've observed, because I don't usually participate in any of these chats, these live chats, is it looks like the vast majority of comments are in English. So it's English speaking fans on this, whereas on the Omega premieres, it's an interesting mix of both Japanese and English.
Right.
But I know you're throwing some more comments in there, Edwin. We'll get to them after this live stream. By that, the premiere of this episode. The countdown has stopped, but I still only see the thumbnail.
Yeah, same here.
It's just weird because it doesn't. I had been under the impression that Shout Factory was done with Tokusatsu, and yet here they are throwing this out.
I don't know.
Which tells me if it does get a physical release, it will probably be through Shout Factory.
I mean, it should be if they still do have the license, which, I mean, if they're streaming it, they probably do.
Yeah, well, my understanding is that physical licenses and streaming licenses are two different things.
That is true. 25.
Me? I'm going to skip it. And I have a countdown. I don't know what this music is, but okay. Some J-rap or something?
I wonder what the theme song is going to be, because we didn't hear it last week.
I think we might have heard it during the credits.
If that was, yeah.
Oh, like it has the warning about watching in a well-lit room. Like
yeah,
a
like that.
tradition at this point. Okay. Why do you need to open the door if your hand can pass through it?
Maybe it's just his hand.
Okay, he said Akama, so I'm guessing it's supposed to. It got translated "bad dream," but I'm assuming it's supposed to be nightmare. Even though I usually see Akama translated as devil or demon.
I really want one of those doors.
Yeah, with the creepy figures on the front.
Yes.
What? Now we have, we now, instead of an evil organization, we have an organization of heroes, which is interesting.
Oh my gosh. Running in a
I know people who toss and turn like that.
I do.
Stop the bomber. What? Is that supposed to be Japanese Clint Eastwood?
I think so.
Good luck. And theme song? Nope. I don't think we're going to get a theme song, dude.
Maybe not.
Okay. Oh my word. Oh my gosh, he's trying to make out with her. He's trying to do sleep kissing or something instead of sleepwalking.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't this the same girl we saw last week?
Yeah, I think it's the girl in the red dress.
Yeah, the one that Sentai Guy admitted he was enjoying a little too much. What? Wait, what? Whoa! Exploding cop car, that's never a good sign. And then the T-1000 comes out of the fire.
This is One-Eyed Willie.
Because she has a kink, sir. What was that? Did his attack make a record scratch? Where'd she go?
I don't know. It looked like Inception for a second.
Those effects were weird. That looks like one of those rollers that you would see on some arcade machines.
Yeah.
I'm on it. 8-bit zesty just confuses me a little bit because it makes me think it's supposed to be video game themed. Huh? Yeah, Kaijin, I'm with you. I'm confused. Gotta admit, the more I see this thing, the more I like it.
Me too. Suit. Still ain't big on the shoes, but I do love the suit.
It dawned on me that the green armor plating, I think, is probably a callback to the original writer.
Yeah. I think the reason why Chris thinks it looks cheap is because it's shiny.
Yeah.
And I think if it was Matt, he'd probably like it better.
We have J-Rap playing right now in a Kamen Rider show. What? Okay, I guess we can do that because it's a dream world.
Yeah. He's a dream warrior.
I was gonna say, I will admit, this being in a dream world does allow them to go absolutely wild and have perfect justification for it.
It does. Oh, 4 exploding cop cars.
I was gonna say, I don't. The Blue Centurion is not having a good day. And I'm seeing people making Inception comments in the chat. What? What is this? Wait, I just got an ad that was like a side by side. That was weird.
Mm.
But I've never seen a YouTube ad like that.
I don't get ads.
Yeah, it's because you pay for premium. Good for you.
Yep.
Well, that's why they're called lucid dreams, sir. Oh, so now he's got this crazy idea in his head that he can henshin in real life.
Yeah, I'd try it.
I mean, it only makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
High heels lady just comes running right back. Mm-hmm. I'm already on the outside looking in. What are you talking about? What is she talking about? I'm taller than you because I'm wearing heels. I think these are new characters.
No, these were from last week.
Are they? Oh yeah. Well, oh yeah, they were.
He was the guy that arrested him.
That's right.
Just a second ago.
And apparently he's hungover.
As any good detective.
It's part of the job description.
Yep.
A black case. So an X file?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is he trying to hide the belt under a blanket? What? That was. I'm pretty sure meow would have been better. That was literally translated as hiss with 5 S's. One of the funnier subtitles I've seen. Don't you need a warrant? And again, I don't know how that. I'm not entirely sure how that works in Japan.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Nice job, moron. Sure, show him the belt. So this guy's a drunk dork. What is this? I don't know why I find that so funny.
Oh my
gosh. This karate kicks him in the back of the head. Oh my gosh. What? Dude's got to roll into the back of the truck.
I know. That's funny.
It really is an X-File.
So I guess the villains are called nightmares.
Yeah. That's the monsters of the week, I guess. Who's really in charge?
Got an attitude.
I was going to say, but who's really in charge here?
I'd let her be in charge.
Huh?
I said I would let her be in charge.
Of course you would. Apparently, if the Metal Don meets the right woman, he turns into a freaking beta.
No, you gotta give him some power.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. You're not a police officer? So you guys aren't really cops? I've been demoted. Okay. A 1 in 100 thing. Oh, we're talking about luck again? Have you people not seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies? This happens all the time. Having the same dream.
They probably have, but they don't want to admit it.
Or maybe they don't remember.
Or that.
Huh? Oh, okay. She's being funny. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Total drama queen. Okay. I've done it barefoot.
Yummy.
You know, with these code people, is it just me, or does it feel like they're going for a bit of an Ultraman setup here?
How?
Because these code people are like the Science Patrol.
Yeah. This be just like a... I don't know, you know how like James Bond has M and Q?
Possibly. He just said, funny enough, his dream self understands English. That's what I was thinking. Is there a monster in the closet? Please let there be a monster in the closet.
No, he's going to the wardrobe to Narnia.
He has to Rider kick Jadis the White Queen. I would pay to see that. In the background, Aslan's just nodding in approval. What? We were joking about the wardrobe thing. and the Narnia thing. What the heck?
I called it.
Either that or this is a TARDIS. I have questions. There's his motorcycle finally. The motorcycle's a robot?
Just like Foz.
Yeah. And it talks. Wait. Hold on. His commander is the motorcycle.
Unless he's just controlling it.
What? Uh-oh. He's going to show off the toys. It's a gachapon? Or a Dragon Ball? Is that a Dragon Ball?
Well, I mean, it would technically be granting a wish, so.
You need the other 6. Well, that's not good. This sounds a little bit like, I was going to say Bleach, but no, this is actually a kind of Nightmare on Elm Street-ish. Huh? Uh-oh. Is the great leader calling? This is okay, it's a dream. And I get another side-by-side ad.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're talking
gosh,
in
he's
English?
He's making the motorcycle noises with his voice.
Oh my gosh. I give them credit, their English is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Well, at least he has the motorcycle finally. And he actually has a motorcycle, unlike a lot of other newer Kamen Riders. Although, this means he's riding his boss. This isn't weird at all.
No. Maybe just a little.
What the heck? That looks like the like instantly vaporizing water thing from Batman Begins. It's a decent looking bike.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, this entire chase scene is giving me Dark Knight vibes.
A little bit, yeah.
How long is this tunnel?
Well, it is a dream, so it can be as long as they want it to be.
True. It's like he had Damaga with him. What the heck? Well, this is new. I don't think I've seen this location before. He wants to blow up the police station? Oh, hello. License and registration, please. Oh boy.
He's like Spider-Man.
The motorcycle was still going. That was kind of cool. Are we getting an alt mode? What?
Spiky legs.
Wow.
Spiky with a Z.
Wait, that sounded like some old school sound effects there. Wait, what? Wait, the credits are playing?
Yeah.
What? That's very Freudian of you. Okay. Is this supposed to be the theme song?
It must be.
The nightmare spills out into reality? That seems to imply, it looks like we're done, but that seems to imply that next week things are going to spill out into reality?
That's what it was looking like.
Huh. I'll get to the comments here in a second because we have a handful of comments to look at, it seems. But what did you think of that?
I will say one thing: the episodes move really fast.
They do,
and it's 20 minutes long. It does not feel like 20 minutes.
It does not.
It feels like about 10.
Yeah, so that was about 24 minutes.
24. Yeah, it feels like they're giving you a lot of information but no information.
Yeah, I've noticed that. This episode clipped along slower than last week. Last week was just insane. Last week was on a ton of crack. They had less crack this time. Let you have a little bit more room to breathe and understand what's going on, but
yeah,
I don't think it's as strong as last week was. Weird as it sounds. That's weird for me to say because normally I would prefer to, that something stop and take its time for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But this one was it just wasn't quite grabbing me as much. Also because I just have more questions.
Right. I think maybe watching this episode with the next episode will help.
Probably. It could be a case of they're like, we got 50 episodes, we can take our time.
Mm-hmm. True.
Could be the case, assuming this is going to go 50, but that's how long these writer shows usually go.
But it's also like this feels like about 5 episodes in already.
A little bit.
And we're supposed to already know who the character is.
Yeah.
And everything. Because, I mean, we really don't even know the characters.
Not really. We know that he's got an active imagination. He's a regular guy in real life. There's this group called Code who's following him. They know about the nightmares, but we don't know what the nightmares are or what their goals are. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions. I would like to know more about our villains here and what they're trying to do.
Right.
Because I really don't understand that right now. This is not like the older writer shows where we know what the bad guys are doing. You know, world domination, we're an evil secret society, blah, blah, blah. You know, world conquest, world conquest, world conquest.
I don't think the setup of them was handled well. I mean, everything in the first episode was good, great, but I think they should have like established the characters and the villains.
Yeah.
And then went
is
into
it
everything.
This is a weird thought that just occurred to me. Does it feel like all of these episodes clip along like they're on crack, and yet the overall story feels like it's crawling?
Yeah.
It's really bizarre now that I think about it, where individual episodes are hyperactive, but the overall story is crawling.
Mm-hmm.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that. I'm going to keep watching.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even really disappointed, but you know, I'm going to keep watching.
Mm-hmm.
But it does need to start answering some questions, I think. Right. 50 episodes or not, I need to have some questions answered.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the bike, and I'm glad that we have a proper Kamen Rider with a proper motorcycle and we had a car chase. You know, because that's been a gripe that I've had just with what I've observed with newer Kamen Rider shows is it's a lot of Kamen and not a lot of Rider because there were strict laws about motorcycles in Japan. I'm getting the impression those are getting relaxed now. Hopefully that means we're going to, you know, with the Rider shows, we're going to get a lot more of these.
Yeah. I do like the English in it too.
Yeah, and they speak it pretty well, I have to say.
Yeah, it makes me feel like, you know, it's in more places, not just Japan. Like,
yeah,
you know, he might be code number 7 for Japan, and you got more elsewhere.
Yeah, I could see that happening, and maybe the fact that they've gone with this dream setup and the kind of James Bondian thing within the dream and having the extra English is because this was built from the ground up to be simulcast for the rest of the world. It's a thought.
Yeah.
You know, play to the international audience a little bit.
Maybe.
I don't know. I did like the Monster of the Week that we had here. I think I liked last week's a little bit more.
Yeah.
And the stunt work was great. Some of the effects were weird.
Yeah, but you'll get that with any Toku show.
Yeah, it's just some of them looked a little weird to me. I admire the ambition though. Because that's still going on with this, with the car chases and everything, and and we're getting cars getting wrecked. The ambition is definitely there.
Yeah.
Which is something we've talked about before. Toei has a ton of money to throw at these things, and clearly they are allocating funds to this because we're doing crazy stuff. And like I said, they have the advantage of being able to set this in a dream world so they can go wild and have a built-in justification. I'll be curious. I'll be curious to see how they continue to utilize that.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully this does good enough to where they'll have next year they'll have another Rider show and Sentai.
That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
If this is successful enough that they keep doing the simulcast and they also start doing it for Sentai. Although there would probably be some extra hoops to jump through with that.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if Hasbro would have to be involved with that or not.
I doubt it.
I
don't think they have anything to do with Sentai at all.
Not necessarily have anything to do with it, but having it be released in America, I think there's some sort of sign off that they have to do. I could be wrong. I've never really gotten a straight answer about that.
I doubt it.
Because I know that Saban, when Shout was putting out Super Sentai series, they had to go through Saban to release them. You know, basically get like some paper from us. Do we have permission to do this? And the reason why we got those last two after Hasbro bought them, I think was because they were left over from the previous contract and Hasbro like, just get them over with. Would be my theory, but they still had to go through Hasbro to do it. I don't know. It's weird.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. But it would be wild if they decided to do both, simulcast both.
Mm-hmm.
I would be curious how they would handle that if Shout Factory would have to show them on the same night, because I think a lot of times that's what. I don't know if they still do that. Remember, we haven't released our 5s episodes yet. Get on that, Chris. We need those episodes edited, please, because I want to start season 2. Our whole first season's finished, people. We've recorded everything. We just need to get it edited and published. But Chris had the volunteers tribute for the editing, so this is kind of on him at the moment. But regardless, I think for a long time, Sentai and Rider were airing back to back in Japan.
Yeah,
I don't know if they still do that
Superhero
now.
Time?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they still do it. I'm 99% sure they still do. So if this is successful and arrangements can be made, they might just play Superhero Time.
That would be cool. That would make Jake very happy.
Yeah, that would be insane, dude. It'd be absolutely insane. Huh. Wild to think about. Then these viewing numbers are gonna be, we're gonna be the signs for that. The evidence for it.
Yep.
That's what will determine this.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, they'll also just make it so that it's available on demand, as opposed to these weird, on loop streams.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, but do what I do. I just screen recorded it.
Yeah.
Put it into a folder by itself. So.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what we have in the comments here, and then I think we'll sign off for the week. So Edwin says they won't even let these episodes be on demand services. Yeah, we talked about that. More from Edwin from TV Tropes. Due to the terms of TV Asahi's contracts with Toei, the show's international release is not allowed to have an on-demand service during its runtime. Wow. It's all down to weirdo contracts in Japan. I wonder if that applies to Japan or it's just as international release. So maybe can they have it on demand in Japan but not internationally?
Maybe.
While it's still airing? That's crazy.
At least they did replay the first episode. Yesterday and today.
Yeah. Shout Factory circumvented this by looping each episode for the entire weekend after its Saturday premiere and announced the use of marathons to allow viewers to catch up on missed episodes. Well, good on Shout Factory, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was their idea or Toei's.
At least they were doing something right.
Yeah, for sure. Henshin's social nocturne relationship. So wait, slow burn that they connect in dreams. Okay, weird method and dream well actress. He does bring up a good point. It's gonna be like this is gonna be like a really weird version of, again, our 5 episodes are not out yet, but we spent a lot of time talking about how this had how Fies had the weirdest love triangle we had ever seen.
Yeah.
Where it was 2 people, but only 2 people because they only knew each other online and they knew each other in real life and they were cheating on each other. They were cheating on their online selves with their real life selves because they didn't know that those were the same people. It's really bizarre, people. It is really bizarre. It got to the point where we're like, okay, we need a diagram of all of the character relationships in this show because this is on a whole other level. it turned into a freaking
It'll make you mad.
Yeah, it turned into a freaking soap opera very quickly. Let me see. Gore a warrant.
Got a warrant.
Got a warrant. Okay. To every sub from Tore every sub from Nathan gets a shot of expression. Oh crap, that'll kill him. Apparently, Edwin is inventing drinking games for our live stream.
I don't do drinking games anymore. Not after not after Jaws.
Oh, that sounds like there's a story there. How much Michael Bay was in the beginning? Michael Bay's Inception. Oh my gosh, Michael Bay's Inception. You know I want to see that now.
That would be cool. I'll go ahead and tell you the story right now. It's short.
Oh, okay.
So I bought a bottle of apricot brandy, and for every time they said shark, I was going to take a shot.
Oh my god!
I finished the bottle within 30 minutes.
That was a bad idea.
Very.
That was a really bad idea. All right, and also in the chat is Gamera Sith, aka Jonathan Cartwright. Oh, this is a weird show. Yeah, it's getting a little odd, I will admit. Mm-hmm. Edwin again. Last time I saw spikes on a rider via the add-on, it was Kamen Rider Drive. Okay. He's seen a lot of the 2000s and 2010s rider shows.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed because he's been dropping some facts about those in a lot of places, whether it's our Discord, the Marketlight Lounge, which you should totally join. There's a link in the description to a link tree that should take you to all the places to follow the podcast.
He needs to just be our rider expert.
Yeah. Yeah. He kind of, he has some major gaps. He hasn't seen a lot of the Showa stuff and a lot of the early Heisei. Jonathan, again, this is getting good but odd. Yeah, we've been talking about that. Edwin, again, stop his intent and his fantasy, and you stop it from being a reality. Seems that way. Jonathan, again, dreams are just a reality unexplored. Ooh. I think that's one of the most profound things you've ever said, Mr. Courtwright.
You need to quote that.
I think I have to. Hot diggity dang. Let it be known. Dreams are just a reality unexplored. Man, we put that on a t-shirt?
I'll get it tattooed on my forehead.
Yeah, it's acting like a final episode instead of the beginning.
Yeah.
In some aspects, maybe.
At least the middle.
Yeah. Edwin, again, kind of reminds me of that James Bond theory that every time a Bond actor changed, it was the designation. Like person after person dying, the way he's welcomed into this. You know, I've heard that James Bond theory too.
I do, but I don't like it.
It doesn't entirely make sense because, well, it does and it doesn't, but there's nothing on screen that indicates that they've brought in a new 007 because he's always James. And there are certain bits of continuity that continue along.
Yeah, because
not a lot, but yeah,
all the way up until Daniel Craig, it was just one.
It was one
James
thing,
Bond, and then Daniel Craig was its own, but he was still James Bond.
What makes it weird is James Bond seems to be perpetually 35, and everybody else gets older.
Yeah, good genes.
Maybe I got an easier theory for you. Maybe it's like original Nick Fury. They give him a drug that keeps him relatively young.
Or maybe it's just a movie and we should really just relax.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what it is, but yeah. Yeah. But the thing is that theory basically turns James Bond into kind of the Doctor from Doctor Who, which is really weird. Unless you want to start saying that that James Bond is a Time Lord.
Never seen an episode of Doctor Who.
If you're gonna start, come talk to me.
I don't plan on it.
I was gonna say I can tell you what to avoid. All right, some more from Jonathan. Decent episode for this and feels different than usual. Rider and Omega was decent as well. Yeah, we went over that. I'm honestly not sure which one I'm enjoying more at this point. I have a lot more questions, weirdly enough, about ZEZTZ than I do Omega.
I think if they explained a little more, it'd probably be ZEZTZ for me.
Yeah. Let me see. Not a drop the monologue villain explanation in episode 1 season or episode. Okay. So it's a fever dream and we are just a part of it. Not quite as profound as your last one, Mr. Courtright, but nice try. I'm loving the suit design. Yeah, I really do like this suit design.
Yeah.
That, it's got some kind of Tron light elements. It looks like a grasshopper, so it really feels like a rider to me. I like the homage to the original with the shiny green armor plates, and the red accents work very well. Green and red work very well together. Which
I just don't like the big shoes. They're doing it with Go Zoojer too.
Yeah,
they got the big shoes. They're not as big, I don't think, but
yeah. I'll rewatch it once I go pirate later and form a more solid opinion on the episode. Hope it keeps on the quality from Gav. I haven't seen Gav, so I can't comment on that. And come on, Jonathan, just do what the Metal Don does. Screen grab it during one of the loops.
Yeah.
Screen record. That's what
then
I mean.
You got it forever.
Yeah. Hasbro could be screwed if they don't refer to any new Sentai as Power Rangers. Remember that? Like that there was that weird thing. It ended up being fake, but we all wanted it to be real, where supposedly the next Sentai was going to be called something like Mighty Squadron, the Mighty Squadron, Mighty Squadron Power Ranger. We all wanted it to be real.
Mighty Sentai Morphin Ranger or something.
No, it was Mighty. I think it was Mighty Sentai Power Ranger.
It would be cool.
Yeah, we all wanted that. We all wanted that to be real so bad. They're like, do it, Toei. Troll Hasbro for us, please. They're like, if they won't give you Power Rangers, we'll give you Power Rangers. You know what? Pie in the sky. high in the absolute sky right now, Jake. This is successful. They decide to do this, to simulcast the next Rider show, and they do Sentai, and the next site is called exactly that, Mighty Sentai Power Ranger.
I'll send them an email, tell them to do it.
Just to stick it to Hasbro. I would love it. I would take back every bad thing I ever said about you, Toei, in private. And however, how did that go with Johnny Storm? I can't remember the whole thing. It's like, I take back every bad thing I ever said about you in private, behind your back, or however he said it. Like, it's the same thing. That's what I would do. I would take back every bad thing I said about you in public. Toei. Let me see. Keep your eyes on the next fights. Yeah, we're working on it. Okay. We're working on it. Go troll Chris in the Discord. Okay. It would be awesome to see both at the same time. Yeah. From Gaim on, I've been watching Rider. Yeah, I think you've mentioned that. So, woo, yeah. We got a little bit of an abundance of riches going on right now, yeah, Mr. Metal Don. These have been fun. I like this format.
They're always fun.
Yeah. Although I think I'm going to save. I think I'm going to save you the idea that you had in our group chat earlier tonight for maybe like the next time that, if we're both available, well, if all of us are available, we should get Chris back on these. If we're all available during, say, an off week for Omega, we'll still do, because I'm assuming that there will still be a ZEZTZ episode that week. When we have an off week for Omega, we should try your idea, which is we'll watch an episode of Tokusatsu that none of us have seen, but we'll remove the subtitles, see if we can understand what's going on, and then watch it again with subtitles to see how close we were. I like this idea.
I think it'd be fun.
It would be fun. One more comment here from Edwin, and then we'll sign off. We can always be greedy and hope for more. Oh, wait. We got one more. We got one more because Edwin has a question. Any Halloween streams planned? We talked about that. Yeah, because we had a good time with the Christmas stream last year. We thought about doing it for Halloween and Christmas again. That might have to be something.
No, I tried to do it last year. Nate said no.
Yeah, you wanted to do it. Yeah, you wanted to do it last year. We did it for Christmas. I'm up for doing it, but it's something we'd probably have to arrange with Chris, to make sure we can do it, and then decide what we're going to be talking about. And I think it would be the same format that we did for the Christmas episode, where we're just going to react to it live.
Yeah,
kind of like what we do for ZEZTZ, but. Again, we'd have to make a list. We'd probably have to come up with a list of episodes. There are precious few Tokusatsu episodes that are directly about Halloween. I can only think of one, and that is a singular episode of Ultraman Tiga. And it is very Halloween related. Like, there are trick-or-treaters, and that is because the whole episode revolves around an alien who looks like a witch kidnapping trick-or-treating children.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really have to be specifically Halloween. It could just be and
there are Power Ranger Halloween episodes that we could snag if we wanted to. Otherwise,
is there a Halloween Masked Rider episode?
Oh no! No, you bastard! No!
You did it last year.
I'm gonna look. That was the Great Leader, sir.
Another one of your alter egos.
Yeah, one of them. We might. Oh man, we might. Chris is watching this and he's just dying inside that we're looking.
Chris will quit.
Oh my God. All I'm finding when I put in Masked Rider Halloween, all I'm finding are Halloween costumes and Ghost Rider mask.
I got Ghost Rider on my shirt and on my vape. Ghost Rider.
Cool. All right, let me see. Masked Rider Halloween episode.
Because if you didn't know, I was a Ghost Rider at basic training. Fourth platoon was the Ghost Riders.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. That's what. Let me see if I can get my shirt in it.
That's actually really impressive there.
Can you see that?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's the funniest thing. Yeah, Ghost Rider and the Punisher, their iconography is popular with like law enforcement and bikers and
because it's badass.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not finding, to my surprise, I am not finding a Halloween episode for Masked Rider. Let me try Kamen Rider Halloween. Let me try that. And it's giving me costumes again. What? Girls Remix in Halloween Party? What the frick is this?
We can just watch Elvira. It's fine.
Wait a minute. Henshin October Kamen Rider Halloween compilation? It's a YouTube video. What is this? Shut up.
I don't know. Put it up on the screen. Let's see it.
The ad has to finish first. Let me see. Not for kids. This video is made for young adults.
Well, Jonathan can't watch it.
No, he can't. What the heck is this? Whatever it is, it doesn't have subtitles. Oh, wait, nope. Now add subtitles. What is going on?
I don't know. I can't see.
Well, let's see how long it takes for our stream to get shut down.
It won't. I'm on here.
What the frick is this? This has to be a fan film. Actually, these subtitles aren't really working. What is going on?
I don't know, but the viewers are getting a bonus episode. So we got Mario running away from something.
What in the actual Christian hell?
This is a Dada.
I have no idea what's going on right now. Rev it? Huh? Is this some Kamen Rider? Is this an actual Kamen Rider? Edwin, is this actually a real Kamen Rider? Wait.
Oh, that's Build, ain't it?
I think it is.
Yeah. So no, this is not actual Rider.
I can't decide if this is a cosplayer or not.
Oh yeah, this gotta be. There went Dada.
Huh? Wait, is that the director? They're playing the bruh sound effect.
Dang it. I need another beer.
His name is... Did you see what his shirt says? It says Turd Right. What? Okay. I'm kind of done. I lost brain cells with whatever that was.
I was getting into it. Well, that was from 01. What he put in.
01, okay.
Yeah. Well, the second part, the yellow one, that was from 01. So he was putting the 01, whatever it's called, into the build driver.
Okay.
We should make one of these videos. You be Rito. Chris can be I wasn't not Squat. He can be Squat.
Babu?
No, Squat. He'll be Squat.
Squat. Okay.
I'll be Babu.
Here's what we'll do. I will go to Spirit Halloween. I will buy a cheap skeleton costume, and I will find a military helmet, and I will put it on my head and say I'm Dime Store. I'm Dollar Tree Rito.
Oh, that's better than what I was gonna do. I was just gonna rip your skin off.
Well, that would be pleasant.
Rip my skin off, be Lord Zed.
Be Lord Zed. Rito is just Lord Zed if he had committed to the bid. Oh!
This is true.
Yeah, I should have. Dag damn it! I should have had Carl put that in a script someplace. That would have been a great. That would have been a great, like, jab at Lord Zed. He's like, yeah. Although that version of Rito isn't literally a skeleton, but I would totally do that. I just need to throw a line in there like that. He's like, I'm Lord Zed if he committed to the bit.
Yeah.
He didn't go far. Our friend James Santana, by the way, is in the chat right now because we decided to do a little bit of overtime here. Definitely came in at a weird time. Yes, you did.
Yeah,
By the way, everybody, if I interviewed James a few nights ago on all of my YouTube channels. If you haven't already, please go to Kickstarter to support Nebula Knight of Justice #1. His new comic book, his first full-length issue for his first actual series with Toku USA, his comic book publisher. They did a preview book before this, and they put out we'll call it a traditional superhero story a few months ago with Supergroup. And now Nebulon is going to be Toku USA's flagship Henshin hero for their new universe. So please go support that on Kickstarter. Yeah, he says thanks for the shout out. So, hey, if you're going to jump into the chat, I'm going to do the shameless self-promotion for you.
I can't wait to read it.
I did get the preview issue. However, it does not have the last 5 pages, so I don't know how it ends.
I know. I got it too.
Oh, did you? Congratulations.
Of course I did. Got to support our boy.
Yeah, you got to support our boy. Which cover did you get? Or did you get the physical copy?
I got the physical copy.
Oh, which cover did you get?
I don't know. Give me a second and I'll pull it out.
I think he's talking about the preview book, though. Do 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 do. Man, he's looking long and hard for this. Jeez, I should go check on the Kickstarter while he's doing this. Ebulon Night.
Stop rushing me.
Oh, hot dang! Hot dang! People! He got more pledges. Look at this. Look at this. He's jumped since the stream a couple days ago. Yes! Congratulations, James. You got some more pledges. This is great. I love it. I love it. I don't know if I could take credit for it, but I love it. Okay, he says, yeah, I had a big bump. Thanks. Yeah. Woohoo! Woo, yeah. Woo, yeah. And I haven't even put the audio versions of the episodes out yet, of that interview yet. And you got a bump. This is great. This is fan-freaking-tastic. All right, what do you got?
Oh no, I got too many boxes to find it.
Yeah, I understand. You're talking about the preview book. I was talking about the current Kickstarter.
Well, I was talking about the preview book.
Oh, okay. But for the
kicks, I got cover C.
Cover C, I did
because
too.
Because it's limited. I had to.
You had to, because it looks like the Power Ranger covers with the helmet. Yeah, so I got cover C as well. Did you get any of the prints?
Nope.
Okay. I splurged. I got the physical copy of cover C, and I splurged and I got the print that looks like Mega Man.
I do like the prints. Well, I love the prints, but I'm not a print kind of guy.
Yeah,
or anything. So
yeah, I will admit I don't really get into posters anymore. I don't go out of my way to get posters because I'm kind of running out of wall space. Although there was a point where I was supposed to get a pinup style poster of my girl Astronema, but it ended up the artwork exists, but it never got printed, unfortunately.
That sucks.
Yeah. So if anybody needs ideas about what to get me for Christmas, go talk to Rebecca, or Rebecca Hudgens, or the Jacob from the Cellcast.
Well, let me write that down. Get Nate a Rule 34 astronomer poster.
I knew that's how it would get filtered through your crazy little head. Yeah. Of course it is. Yeah, it's gonna it'll be Astronema and Zane doing a very un-YouTube safe things. Or you'll insult me and have it be Diva Talks.
I'll take Diva Talks. You can have Astronema.
No, I mean like it'll be Diva Talks and Astronema doing very un-YouTube things.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we need to shut off the stream
and then have Master Vile come in.
You bastard. No. I'm gonna end this stream before somebody ends it for us. All right. Like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Share it out. Join our Discord and socials. All the usual YouTube and podcast things. We'll see you guys next week for episode 3 of ZEZTZ and episode 11 of Ultraman Omega. And hopefully Chris will finally be back on stream with us.
Hopefully.
Yeah. He needs to tell his job that that slavery was abolished 160 years ago, and they need to stop working him to death.
This is true. It's either his job or it's just him.
Who knows at this point? I try not to assume the worst. All right. See ya, everybody.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to Henshin Power V3, a podcast produced and hosted by Nathan Marchand,
Christopher Reiner,
and Jake Hamber.
If you'd like to send us feedback, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at henshin.power.v3@gmail.com.
Follow us on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Thank you, Danny DeManna, where our handle is @HenshinPowerV3, and join our official Facebook groups, Power Rangers Legacy and the Marco Out Lounge. We also have a Discord server called the Marco Out Lounge. Check the show notes for links to all of them.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and other great podcatchers. The podcast logo was designed by Rebecca Hudgens. Follow her on Instagram at super_r_illustrations.
Our theme song is a Joe the Hero remix by GVG Kid, which is based on a track from the video game Beautiful Joe.
All film and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders, and no infringement is intended or implied.
Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podchaser to spread the word about the show. And until next time,
Schwash!